Hey guys, it's me, Johnny Kerms 2000, here to bring you another Let's Play. Today I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Power Stone 2 from Capcom. Yeah! This is the third Capcom fighting game that I'm doing. Well, this one's not really a fighting game, but anyway, here's a really awesome intro that kind of explains the story a little bit, because it's a bit confusing, but I'll let the narrator do the work for me, I guess. And you guys can listen to this awesome music, alright? So here we go.
Without warning, a dark cloud fills the sky, and then a huge shadow blankets the entire world with roaring that shakes the entire planet. Suddenly, a mysterious floating castle appears out of nowhere. In the blink of an eye, the Power Stone heroes are caught and transported to the floating castle. What will happen to our heroes? Welcome to the Power Stone world.
Alright, so there we go, Power Stone 2, and if I'm going to be doing the arcade version, and here we go. I kind of highlight all the characters available to you. As you guys can see, Pride and Mel are on the side of the select screen, and those are the two secret characters in this game. So you have to unlock them first, and I'm going to be doing a Let's Play with Axel. And the cool thing about this game is that you get to pick the levels that you play in. Power Stone 2 is unique in that it is a fighting game, but it's a little bit closer to what like the Super Smash Bros. Series is. And you guys will see right away. Instead of fighting 2-on-2 in a 2D plane like most fighting games, you play 1 versus 3. Well, it's more like 4-player free-for-all. And what happens is that you're fighting on this fully, 3D environment, as you guys can see, and almost anything in this environment is interactable. Like, you can interact with it. I don't even know if that was a word, interactable. But it's really cool. The point of the game is basically just to, KO the other opponents, but there's so much to it. First of all is you collect weapons. You can use the weapons. And you can collect Power Stone, which is the kind of like the item that you kind of need to look for the most. As you guys can tell, my character Axel, which is highlighted in red, he has two small little like jewels surrounding, like floating above his head. That's how many you have currently. When you hold the jewels, nothing happens. When you hold 1 or 2 jewels at a time, nothing happens. But when you collect 3, as you guys see right there, you transform into a super version of your character. And my character Axel kind of turns into this like cowboy looking thing that shoots all over the place. Now the gimmick of this game is that once you collect 3 Power Stone, that's what they are, they're Power Stones, and you transform into this super version of your character, your attack range kind of like goes up dramatically. As you guys can see right now, my character Axel, whenever I press the attack button, he just shoots all over the place. That, however, is a power move, and as you guys can see at the bottom of the screen below the health bar on Axel's life bar, I guess, profile, there's a separate bar, and that bar fills up when you get all 3 Power Stones. When you transform, it's full, and it slowly depletes in time. And when you perform a super move, which every character has 2 different ones, it takes half of that life bar, or the Power Stone bar, I guess I'm gonna call it. So in all, when you transform, you're able to do it at least twice before it fully depletes. When it fully depletes, the Power Stones kind of like jump out of your character, but only 2 of them do. So you can't immediately just like recollect all of them all over again. So that's kind of like one of the things that you have to watch out for. And so there you go. That's the second super move, I guess, that Axel has. He transforms into this big, like, motorcycle thing that just runs over everybody. And it's all kinds of fun. This is a great game to play with other characters. Just like the Super Smash Bros. Series, it is a lot more fun the more people that you can get to play with you. Unfortunately, as has been kind of like my focus with these Capcom fighting games. Not a lot of people got the chance to play this. I didn't mention it at the beginning, but this only came out for the Dreamcast. It came out in 2000. It is a sequel, obviously, by the Big Two. In the previous game, the first Power Stone only came out for the Dreamcast as well in 1999. So, really, this was only like available to Dreamcast owners, and you know, I mean, I can't remember right now how I mean, Dreamcast was popular, but you know, it was kind of like one of those things where it's like, you know, it was only really available for about, you know, 2 to 3 years, so not many people were able to get it anyway. So not many people got the chance to play this, which is a shame, which is an awesome game. Anyways, I haven't explained the characters yet, but right now I'm Axel, of course, and we are fighting. Let me see. Let me check my notes here, because I'm not really familiar with these guys all that much. The green character, the one in green, is Ryoma, who's the kind of like the samurai, the one that looks like a samurai, and he's pretty cool. He turns into like this silver, like samurai-looking dude. He's pretty awesome. I usually play with him. He's the second character that I usually play as besides Axel. Axel's my favorite, if you guys can't tell. The one in blue, his name is Jack. And Jack is kind of like this weird, like, mummy kind of thing. If you guys ever played Soul Calibur, he kind of reminds me of Volvo. And, you know, if you guys know who Volvo is, he's pretty weird. And finally, the one in yellow is Pete. Pete is kind of like this... I could never tell if he's... Actually, I think he is like a toy or something. Or he looks like a toy. He's like a puppet or something. But he's pretty cool. He turns into a robot. It's awesome. But anyway, the cool thing about these levels, which is awesome, which is half the reason why I love playing this game, is that they're fully interactive. You're never in the same spot at once. Well, with the exception of a couple levels. But look at this. We're like Indiana Jones and being chased by a big boulder. I mean, how is that not exciting? Especially with 4 people. And the thing is, you can grab them and you can throw them back. And like there's like bear traps that they can grab, and then you can make them step on it so they don't, you know, they get run over just like that. But yeah, like look, I mean, this whole stage right here, like the lion, he's I think if you get near him, he'll eat you. If I remember correctly, the big 7s on the side of the wall is a roulette, and if you hit it, and like you'll get different things happening. I think if I'm correct, like one of them is like the jars fall from the sky, and if you pick up those jars, you'll get like poisoned or sleepy or something like that. But they're great. I mean, it's like they're so interactive. And I won again. And you guys see right there Ryoma with his silvery thing. And now we're going into the next stage, and the next stage is kind of like the sub-boss of this game. I didn't mention it before, but every time you finish a level, you're given the option of going from 2 different levels, so you get to choose, except for the sub-boss and of course the ending boss, which is it's a little nice addition. Anyway, this is the Pharaoh Walker. The Pharaoh Walker is, of course, a non-playable character. He's entirely a boss, sub-boss. He's not that hard. You do have to watch out because he has like all these shooting, things that are shooting you and stuff like that. You have the things on the side of his legs. You have the one guy who, I guess he's piloting it. He's also shooting. You have the tail, kind of like a scorpion tail, that likes to shoot this big laser. And if you stand in front of him, where I guess he can see you, he'll try to do this like frog chameleon thing where he tries to eat you with his tongue. Like he'll extend his tongue and he'll try to get you, which is never great. But if you manage to destroy 2 of its legs, he'll fall down and it'll give you a chance to attack him. You want to attack his face mostly, and you are able to stand on top of him, on its back, and attack the big scorpion thing, so you can get rid of that. Just know though that all the tail and the legs, and I think the things that are shooting on his legs all come back, so they're never really gone completely. And the fun thing is that you get your partner. That's also something I didn't mention, but the this kind of plays off like the last two that survive go on to the next round, and you can use that to fight the bosses. But anyway, guys, this is part 1. I'll see you guys in part 2.